Good afternoon and welcome to TV47 at 1. My name is Peter Kamau. We have a packed bulletin lined up and let's begin. First, we cross over to Wiper Patriotic Front headquarters here in Nairobi, where party leader Kalonzo Musyoka is expected to announce changes to the party's leadership structure as the coalition repositions itself ahead of the 2027 general election. The announcement comes as the Azimio leader moves to strengthen the party's organizational structure and prepare for the next political phase. Let's listen in.
In my earlier presentation, I think I left out a very important appointment, and I will go back to that. I think I need that citation for Ambassador Siad, who is also here. I need that citation, but I know it. Ambassador Siad served for 10 years as the chairperson of Garissa County Council then, and even was appointed by President Kibaki as ambassador. And this is a gentleman who has decided that part of the country cannot be listening to one man who cause a whole section of the Kenyan population hyenas. So this is a man to drive out completely and precisely one Mr. Dwyer from the political scene or leadership. In fact, you talk of selective justice. Even as the arrested member for Mukurweini, Mheshimiwa Kagucha, and yesterday they've arrested Mheshimiwa Kana. Why have they left out Mheshimiwa Duale? This is called selective enforcement of the law as they see it. But we remain solid, and we cannot be shaken, because some of these things are simple misdemeanors. When Kagucha says tuwafuata chini ya kitanda, is it practical? Ask yourself, is it even practical? And when Kana says, he talks about spears, Kambas don't carry spears. It's the Maasais who do so. So you see. So I'll go back now to agenda, my point number 2, the demeaning spectacle of state-sponsored handouts. We have also watched, by election after by election, the return of a practice that should shame any government claiming to serve its people. Kenyans lined up like school children, women in one queue, men in another, the youth in a third, to receive handouts from this regime's agents. And by the way, it was Mr. William Ruto who started this practice of very demeaningly asking people to line up to be given.
Let's turn our attention to other stories where Public Service Cabinet Secretary Geoffrey Ruku has urged Democratic Party leader Justin Muturi, PNU leader Peter Munya and Lenny Kivuti to join Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, accusing former President Rigathi Gachagua of undermining leaders from the Mount Kenya East region. Speaking in Tharaka Nithi and Embu counties, Ruku claimed Gachagua's leadership had become divisive and warned that his politics risked isolating the region from the national government and slowing development.
Wadharau unawandunisha njuni wa kutoka mlima mashariki. Tunajua hiyo ndiyo madharau ambao wewe Rigathi Gachagua you represent the epitome ya madharau ya kundunisha watu. Hiyo tapia ulianza na Matiba, ndiyo unapelekea kwa Ndindi Nyoro, ndiyo umepelekea kwa Ng'ang'ata wakiwa wanatoka pale Murang'a. Kwa hivyo uwache kusema ati sisi tuko na shinda na mlima. Sisi ile tuko na shida nayo ni ile madharau umetuonyesha, ile kundunisha umetudunisha. Hii mlima imepasuka, ili heshima idumu. Na tunawaambia wewe wa Munyoro na watu yako, ukitaka kukaa kwa opposition miaka 200 mukae. mukae.
Elsewhere, the High Court in Malindi has ruled that the country's next general election should be held on Tuesday next week. High Court Judge Justice Mogore Dhande, while delivering the judgment in Malindi, ruled that the general election should be held on the 5th year, which is August 11th, 2026, and not after the 5th year, which is 10th August 2027. Justice Mogore, while declaring the 2077 election date as null and void due to the violation of various articles of the Constitution, however, suspended the declaration of the invalidity to allow IEBC to correct what the court termed as a constitutional defect. Justice Mogore further declared that by operation of Article 136 of the Constitution, the term of the president is not 5 years. In other news this afternoon, a crackdown on alcohol outlets has been ordered in Mwisho Walame Shopping Center in Nyandarua County following the deaths of 6 people allegedly linked to the consumption of illicit alcohol. Nyandarua Governor Moses Kiarie Badilisha has directed the immediate closure of all bars in the area and ordered a fresh vetting before any licenses are renewed.
Mambo ya pombe hatutaendelea kuwa na mchezo. Nasikia kuna watu wanasema wako na nguvu, wako na uwezo, wako na pesa, wako na connection. Na tumefanya utafiti. Wenye wanauza pombe sumu hata si wa kutoka area hii. Hapa wameona biashara. Na biashara yao ni ya kuua watu ya Nyandarua. Na mimi nimekuja na barua ya kucancel hiyo license ambao walikuwa wamepewa. Kutoka leo tarehe 6 hizo virabu haina nini? Haina license. Wapi barua ya chief? Wapi ya chief? Leta chief wako hapa. Iko kirabu inaitwa Swaro. Haya, enforcement mkubwa wako wapi? Ndio hii, pelekea wenyewe.
Through analysis of evidence.
Enda peleka hapa wenyewe. Ndio wajue kutoka leo hawana license. Na tuko na barua ingine ya komanda wetu. Kama ako karibu, kama komanda wetu ako karibu, OCS wa area hii, ili ujue ya kwamba kutoka leo hizo virabu hazina ruhusa ya kufunguliwa tena, kama mimi ndio nimechaguliwa na hawa wananchi. Na mimi nataka kusema hivi. Kuna mchezo iko, sitaki kulaumu mtu, lakini kuna mchezo inaendelea. Wale wafanyikazi ambao tunafanya kazi pamoja. Tunafanya kazi pamoja na national government. County Commissioner wa Nyandarua, pamoja na mimi governor, tunashare kamati hii ya pombe kure Olkalau. DCC wa hapa Orjororo. DCC wa hapa Gadhaji sub-county. ni mwenyekiti wa kamati ambayo inafaa kuangalia mambo ya nini? Ya pombe. Kwa hivyo wale mnafanya kazi chini ya DCC, uwe ni ACC, uwe ni chief, boss wako ni mwenyekiti, si ndio?
The Nairobi City County Health Department, in collaboration with residents, today held a 10-kilometer walk awareness from Eastleigh to the city centre to educate the public on the importance of breastfeeding. Health stakeholders have urged parents to give their newborns the best possible start in life through exclusive breastfeeding, describing breast milk as vital for proper nutrition, disease prevention and healthy growth. The campaign, organised by the Nairobi City County Health Department in partnership with HEST Africa, marked the conclusion of this year's World Breastfeeding Week celebration. Participants also called for greater community support to ensure every child benefits from optimal breastfeeding practices.
We have been able to create awareness within the community on the importance of breastfeeding, been able to demystify the myths and misconceptions that are around matters breastfeeding.
So tumekuwa tukihamasisha kijiji kuensure kwamba curb zile challenges ambazo zina affect breastfeeding kama myths and misconceptions, na pia tunawa encourage kwa sababu tunawaelimisha zile advantages ambazo zinakuja na kunyonyesha.
Our message is that breastfeeding and immunization goes hand in hand to ensure that a child grows well, a child strives in life and develops immunity as required against infections such as poliovirus diseases.
As a county, we are working towards ensuring the implementation of the WHO recommendations on infant and young child feeding, specifically focusing on initiation of breastfeeding within the first hour of life.
Kenya is expected to receive above normal rains from October as weather experts warn of a strong El Nino event that could cause floods, landslides and disrupt livelihoods. The forecast follows below normal rains in some areas, with weather patterns expected to shift from October. Flood and landslide hotspots identified include Narok Town, Mosiro, Ewaso Nyiro, Kilgoris and Nkareta. Authorities say the expected rains could affect farming, livestock, roads and other critical infrastructure as multi-agency teams step up preparedness measures.
We are here to sensitize the government, the GAO, on the preparedness of El Nino. And as per now, we are still monitoring the systems. The El Nino probability of happening is around 86 to 90%.
So leo ilikuwa ni siku ya sisi kuweza kufanya ile inaitwa brainstorming. Alafu baadaye sasa, baada ya sisi kuweza kukamilisha hali yetu ya matayarisho, then tutaweza kuelezea wananchi kikamilifu ni mambo yapi ambayo wataweza kujitayarisha nayo. Lakini kwa saa hizi la msingi ama la muhimu ni kujulisha wananchi kwamba tunatarajia mvua ya El Nino ambayo itaanza mwezi wa 10 mpaka mwezi wa kwanza.
We expect the school calendar to be affected. As you know, all those months that we have mentioned, October, November, we expect our kids to be in schools. So as a county, we have met with the various departments and sectors so that we can be able to plan, we can be able to prepare, and we can be able to set resources aside to be able to deal with the situation at that moment.
The Kenya Union of Clinical Officers has called on the Council of Governors to establish a commission that will delve into the plight of health workers to curb the perennial strikes. Speaking to the press in Kilifi County, KUKO chairperson Peterson Wachira says the commission will help in developing a salary structure in line with the proposed Salaries and Remuneration Commission (SRC) since governors have refused to heed the clinical officers' demands. The union wants the absorption of UHC staff. This comes as the clinical officers' strike enters its 17th day.
Hatusemi turejeshe health kwa national government. Tunasema wafanyikazi wa afya peke yake waweze kuondolewa katika serikali za ugatuzi na wawekwe katika mamlaka ambayo itaweza kuwasimamia kama vile TSC na nyingine. Na haya ni mambo yanaweza yakafanyika bila hata kurudi labda kwa watu kwa referendum.
Tumetoka mkutano hivi asubuhi na nia yetu ilikuwa ni kuweza kuelewana na wakaweze kutimiza zile ahadi walizozisaini katika return to work agreement ambayo ilifanywa mwezi wa kwanza mwaka huu. Lakini kwa kiufupi ni kwamba hatukuweza kukubaliana kwa sababu kwa upande wa serikali ni kama bado wanaendelea kutuahidi tofauti na ile nia ambayo tulikuwa nayo, ambao walikuwa ni watimize matakwa yetu tukaweze kurudi kazini.
More than 2,000 candidates across the country have begun sitting for the August Human Resource Management Professionals Examinations Board assessment as the government steps up efforts to eliminate unqualified professionals from the labour market. The examinations cover the Certified Human Resource Professional CHRP, CBET Diploma and CBT certificate programs, which are designed to equip and certify practitioners to meet nationally recognized professional standards. The assessment comes amid renewed calls for all human resource practitioners to obtain professional certification as part of efforts to curb illegal practice, uphold professional standards, and strengthen accountability in the management of public and private institutions. Authorities say professional certification remains critical in safeguarding the integrity of the human resource profession and ensuring organizations are managed and qualified by competent practitioners.
We have centers spread across the country. In Mombasa, in Kisumu, we have centers in Nyanza, we have center in Kakamega, and more recently, we do have exams running in Tharaka Nithi. It's called Tharaka University, and also Bomet University.
Once the exam gets into our hands, we usually make sure that it is under lock and key. And the personnel that we are dealing with must have high integrity.
It's important for all of us in HR to come forth and do CHRP. Even as we register at IHRM, our membership, our regulator, it is important that we do that when we are certified. And if we are already members of IHRM and we are not certified, I think the right thing to do, I don't think there is an option, is to come forth and
In other news this afternoon, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, Mohammed Amin, is currently addressing the media of the murder of Dr. Victoria Mutiso. Let's cross over to the DCI headquarters and listen in.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to place on record my highest commendation to the team of officers drawn from Homicide Investigations Bureau, the National Police Forensic Laboratory, the Criminal Research and Intelligence Bureau, and other specialized units who have handled this complex and sensitive investigation very, very expeditiously. Their professionalism, courage, meticulous attention to forensic detail, and unwavering commitment to the pursuit of truth have been exemplary. In the face of a carefully planned and ruthlessly executed crime involving rogue elements within the service, these officers have demonstrated the very best of the National Police Service. And the National Police Service stands for that. Their work continues to uphold the integrity of the uniform and the confidence of the Kenyan people in the ability of the National Police Service to deliver justice without fear or favor. Thank you very much, and further updates will be provided as the investigation progresses.
Thank you, Director, for that praise.
Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m.
You have to be very careful. Fake money can kill business.
Na leo mko rada yangu.
Small money, kapesa kadogo, big behavior. I only have big notes. Alikuwa anatafuta courage.
Yaani nafaje kutengeneza kachumbari na manyanya zinakaa hivi? Ona kiki ni kama kiwaru.
Hiyo inaitwa commitment to the lie. Amejicommit.
Ndio hiyo. Mpatie.
Unajua kama una mtu kitu, hata tu salamu ya kawaida inakaa kama reminder.
Habari yako? Sintalipa kesho.
Kesho gani when?
Si kesho ya kesho ya tomorrow.
Hiyo tena. Mzee ni budi choka. Ni budi ya madeni.
Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Sundays at 8:30 p.m.
Good morning.
You have my rent?
Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent, nauza hii simu yako.
Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get...
Welcome back. You're watching TV47 at 1. Now, following a 7-day consultative meeting, the Abdi Yabarsen family of the Murule community formally reaffirmed its support for the current Lafi Member of Parliament, Honorable Mohammed Abdi Kair, endorsing him to a second term in office. Following the endorsement, elders and leaders of the wider Murule Weitan community officially declared Honorable Mohammed Abdi Kair as their sole candidate for the Lafi parliamentary seat in the 2027 general election under the negotiated democracy model. The declaration was made after a meeting of community elders who said they reached a consensus based on the MP's development record since his election. The leaders stated that under the negotiated democracy framework, the Murule Weitan community will neither support nor endorse any other candidate for the Lafi parliamentary seat. The endorsement is expected to influence the political landscape in Lafi constituency ahead of the 2027 general election, with political observers noting that decisions reached through negotiated democracy often play a significant role in shaping electoral contest across Kenya's northeastern region. Religious leaders have been urged to promote a writing culture in their congregations to preserve knowledge, promote moral values and support economic growth. The call was made during the launch of the Kingdom Expressions collection at a Counter Christian Church in Kamau. The Reverend Dr. Neria Mwesio and Dr. Ezekiel Mutua urged believers to document their experiences and ideas, saying writing can help shape society and inspire future generations. They also called on churches to provide opportunities for members to develop their writing skills.
As a leader, how can you merge being a visionary and also a practical person? So you were looking at the lion being strong, and then you are looking at the ego that is very visionary.
When we have information, I think books also shape the ideologies of our character and our behavior, and therefore putting our ideas into books and availing them for readership is contributing to the reshaping of our moral fabric and building a better country. And for me, seeing this from church leaders, who are not just preaching from the pulpit, but taking this through the digital spaces, taking this to the market in form of books is a great thing.
Kenya's electric mobility sector has marked a new milestone with the opening of the country's first mega battery swap station in Westlands, Nairobi. The facility is designed to support the fast-growing community of electric motorcycle riders by providing round-the-clock access to fully charged batteries. The facility can charge more than 200 batteries at once and operates 24 hours a day, serving Nairobi's growing electric motorcycle community. Officials say the station will cut downtime for riders, boost earnings, and support Kenya's shift to cleaner transport. Spiro already runs 450 swap stations in 37 counties, powering 28,000 electric motorcycles and enabling more than 200 million kilometers of low-carbon travel.
We've been doing our studies and we have realized that we cannot have
you inconvenienced, or we cannot stand in between you and your earnings. If you have to be there out on the road to take people from one point to another, goods from one point to another, earn your daily living, and if wait time and fully charged batteries is what is stopping you, we will do everything to get that delivered to you. And this, my friends, is the result.
Every time we see a boda on the road, we can be sure that at the end of the month, we'll get paid. Actually, through the riders, and this is a message I give across the value chain, that if the boda rider is not happy, then the rest of us, wherever you are in the value chain, you are compromised. Therefore, I take it that the boda rider should get their services when, as, and where they need them.
It's time for some sports in action. Kenya Premier League champions Gor Mahia will be aiming to lift their second Sekafa Kagame Cup title when they face Rwanda's Rayon Sports FC in tonight's final of the regional tournament in Kigali. Kogalo under head coach Charles Akono have enjoyed an impressive campaign and will be looking to cap it off with silverware as they continue preparations for the CAF Confederation Cup, which kicks off next month. Meanwhile, Al Hilal will take on Jamus FC in the third place playoff as the tournament comes to a close. Where full preparation for the AFC Leopards club by-election Komarok branch is officially underway as candidates continue to join the form to contest for the chairmanship of the branch. The election will be held on Sunday, and several candidates, including Masi Bisaule Wanyama, are expressing their concern in ensuring that they have raised the level of membership and promoted various sports facilities in the area while partnering with Ingwe Club top stakeholders.
That with the support of the members of AFC Komarok branch, we will be able to revive our branch, we will be able to bring back the good vibe, we will bring back the Ingwe spirit that lives in us. I am capable of bringing the best Komarok branch, and also as an AFC member, we are well aware of what ails us as a club. I know NEC has tried its best, especially now the Mr. Ambani and the team. They've really done their best, but we also know that we are short in terms of sponsorship. And therefore, as a branch, our mandate is also to see how we can support the club through maybe how do we support the youth team, how do we also support the girls team. So my priority is to make sure that even as a branch, we are able to give support to NEC so they also deliver on the promises that they gave to the members.
And that's where we wrap up this edition of TV47 at 1. Thank you so much for your company. My name is Peter Kamau. I'll see you again at 4 p.m.